One of my favorite passages in the gospel, and maybe I've reflected on this before, but it bears re-proclaiming and thinking about it, comes from Luke chapter 12, and it's verse 22 beginning, dependence on God. It's a passage that I go back to often because, especially in this moment where we are oftentimes filled with temptations towards fear, towards anxiety, towards even despair, towards anger, towards all the things that face us. These are words we need to hear over and over again. Jesus said to his disciples, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life and what you will eat, or about your body and what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Notice the ravens, they do not sow or reap, they have neither storehouse nor barn, yet God feeds them. How much more important are you than birds? Can any of you, by worrying, add a moment to your lifespan? If even the smallest things are beyond your control, why are you anxious about the rest? Notice how the flowers grow. They do not toil or spin. But I tell you, not even Solomon in all his splendor was dressed like one of them. If God so clothes the grass of the field that grows today and is thrown into the oven tomorrow, will he not much more provide for you, O you of little faith?" Those are consoling words for us, that when we are filled with anxiety or face a situation and we don't see an outcome that looks good, those are profound moments where God's inviting us to really rely on him, to draw on his strength, to cast ourselves upon his providence, his wisdom, and his mercy. A couple things that help me when I'm facing such anxieties is recalling to mind the fact that God already knows the answer to the dilemma or the problem or the worry that I face. The answer to whatever that is already held in his heart. He knows what it is, and it's of his will. And I need to trust that he will let me know the answer as I need to see it and as I need to understand it. And so part of it is just waiting on God and trusting in his providential wisdom. He will unfold things to us as we need to see them. That's one thing. The other, I think back to all the former times in my life in the past where I was worried about something, overwhelmed by something, wondering how something was going to turn out. And then it turned out. I'm still here. The sun rose in the morning. And that should give us confidence that the same providence of God that has taken care of us every day of our lives since our conception will continue to provide for us. And that all is well because we are held in his hands and in his heart. So I just want each of you to know, especially those that are riven by anxiety or just suffering great distress right now, to take consolation in the Sacred Heart of Jesus, to call to your minds how much the Lord loves you, how precious you are, and then not even the smallest details of your life go unattended by the Lord. So he's taking care of us, he's working through us, he's offering us grace. It's up to us to allow ourselves to be led, to not need to control or know everything, but trusting that God's providence is unfolding as it should, even when it seems everything is up in the air or even upside down. We ask the Lord to give us consolation and peace, even in the midst of difficulty and tumult.